No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. The Rebels took home the golden egg in a close one the last time they met.
They don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W. They've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Boy, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Graves. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Going to try to get it himself. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The official says no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the high Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games. With a lot of people watching, he has stepped up and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed the most?
And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Graves. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack, and no points for you.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Musgraves. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys,
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's sacked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Turns it on at midfield. He's loose on the left. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
His defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
First down, Bulldogs.
Finish it. Roll it, roll it.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll run the counter. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Rides the back on the option to give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and then hopefully move the football.
Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Graves. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
The running back has it. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he's got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On the run, it's sacked. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Graves. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. That pass is incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the grab. It's Pryor. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Graves. Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Line gets set, 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Graves. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the...
Turning it on! He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw. Buying some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Scanning the field, it's Graves. Trying to barrel in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Runs through the tackle. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quick out. Breaks the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
This time it's complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Yates. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They'll put it in play from the 27. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Yates. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Graves. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Spits it out to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. He'll take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just... away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Makes the quick grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lost to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 38. No need to measure. It's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. With the catch, it's Karapateas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Graves. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is... well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.